And good evening, sports fans. It's the coach and the
AD
on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Not in the Sound Garden, not in Coach's Corner's restaurant, but we're up on the TEEPEE.
This is incredible.
This is awesome.
This is like the greatest thing ever. All right, we got a TEEPEE to our right. We got the tomahawk shot going on, straight in front of us. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the best producer there is, Mr. Bennett over here, getting things done. We just followed the funniest guys and the most passionate NASCAR guys there is in Rubbin and Grubbin.
I'm afraid Dan's going to blow a gasket there. The way his motor's going so loud. I'm worried about him.
He's got him something to cool him off though.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he always has something cool him off. A nice adult beverage, but we don't do that right now.
He's got himself to cool him off.
And of course, Brandon Baines, he's just low key. He's Mr. Smooth. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, we are broadcasting live from the TEEPEE for tonight's show. This is part of the Braves for Becca. John and Adele are kicking off their fundraiser for Becca Spear. Talk about Becca. They're calling it Braves for Becca. Someone will stay in the TEEPEE 24 hours a day, rain or shine, and take donations for Becca and her family. Becca, young lady, waitress here, had a stroke, and they need help with the cost. So John, of course, John Henderson and Adele Henderson, this is how they're going to raise money. Their goal is $30,000. And if you were watching if you're watching Facebook today, John Henderson went to his tomahawk haircut on air. And, of course, Lawrence Bennett, the producer of Rubbin and Grubbin,
cuts hair now, too. And he got them nice and tight. And notice, though, he only went so high. The more money you give, the higher that's going to go, and the more hair this man Lawrence over here is going to cut.
Can he paste the hair back on?
I think it's gone.
It's going to have to work somehow. But anyway, we got a great lineup for you tonight. Tonight's theme, Savannah, Chatham County Public Schools. Yes, they were playing softball. Yes, they're running across country. Yes, they're hitting the volleyball. They're going to hit the football field Friday night for the first time, October 1st. And why not get another AD? But he's a little higher up than us.
Yeah, he's up the ladder.
He's up the ladder. He's the man. He could be in the TEEPEE too.
He could be in the TEEPEE.
So we're going to talk about
a chief for sure.
We're going to talk about Savannah Chatham Public Schools coming back to the football field with, of course, joining us now on the Coach's Corner hotline, not the hot seat. He probably feels like he's on the hot seat all the time. Good friend of mine, AD in Savannah for about 30 years, district AD for the last 2 years. He's got as many years as I do, and that's John Sanders. John, thanks for coming on.
Hey, Carl. Hey, Chad. How y'all doing tonight?
Man, it is crazy up here at Coach's Corner on top of this infrastructure they have built. And thanks to Sunbelt Rentals, we'll be able to get us up and down here. Listen to this.
This is for you, John. Listen if you can hear this.
That's good.
That's you.
That's good stuff.
all for you, buddy. All for you. So once again, hey, I'm going to say congratulations on the job you're doing. I mean, or you're doing a great job. You, Milton, and Milton Spite, Brianna Stewart, the people, and don't forget about Ashley Trember-Hamer, all in that district athletic director's office, because you guys got a lot of things going on and a lot to handle.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, y'all know what's going on, and with athletics, and it's been a chore, but we're just excited to be able to get these kids out and give them some opportunities to play, and looking forward to some kids getting on the football field this weekend.
John, I was going to say, how excited are you guys? We know as athletic directors the process that we got to go through to get student athletes back, to get them on the field. How excited are you guys, and how excited are your student athletes, your coaches, your ADs, knowing that they're just a day away from being able to kick off, put toe to leather, so to speak, and play and open up at one brand new Island Stadium that are going to host a lot of games this year. So talk about how excited those kids are, and also talk about the new facility you guys have in Chatham County.
Well, yeah, I mean, the kids, the coaches, I mean, everybody's real pumped. I mean, we've had meetings, and they've been, wanting to do scrimmages and wanting to do this, and it's been rough. I mean, we're trying to do a lot to try to get things going, and they're pushing. And I even told them at meetings, there's been a little, some tough conversations, but I told them, I don't mind those tough conversations, because that makes me know y'all are passionate about what y'all are doing as coaches, and y'all trying to do what's best for your kids. And at the district office, we understand that, and we're just trying to manage that and facilitate it to do the best we can to make it all work. And we're just so excited about giving these kids the opportunity. We had a couple of schools who did some scrimmages, just inter-squad scrimmages last week, and that went real well. And so just to get out there and compete against other kids and not just beat up on each other, I think they're pumped. And mentioned the facility. We were out there today. I mean, obviously it's ready to go, and we're ready to start using it and get these kids in there. You know, this is the first stadium that Savannah Chatham County has ever had. It's across the street from Islands High School. It's Island Stadium is what we call it. And man, we're gonna play a lot of games in there. Football, I think we have 11 games scheduled. You know, and then, you know, looking forward to the spring, we'll be able to get soccer and lacrosse and track, just have our own facility that we can actually use and not have to rent or borrow or whatever. It's just great times.
Now, you know, there was a lot of planning going into this, and you know, the volleyball, softball, cross country, they've been going strong since September 1st. And tell us how's that been going with the Chatham County Public Schools playing each other in those sports?
I think it's going well. I mean, you know, I've gotten a lot of good feedback. I mean, you know, I know that, you know, all the sports, every sport's a little different, has its different makeup. Some teams are stronger in volleyball, some teams are stronger in softball. And, you know, I know not being able to compete necessarily within their region and with other local schools, I know that's been a little bit of a challenge because I know that's a big deal to some of these kids. But we just felt like when we started, we felt like we needed to do something that we felt was safe and we could all agree on to give these kids an opportunity. And this is what happened. And so, I mean, it's been a good thing. I mean, you know, we're hoping that because the numbers are going down, we're keeping our fingers crossed, and we've been working on protocols to hopefully be able to compete in some area and region competitions and even postseason this fall. So we're excited for that opportunity. Hopefully it's going to happen.
John, you talked about protocols, and, you know, we kind of all know the basics of, you know, what, you know, I talk to Karl all the time of what you guys are doing, but talk about for the football. I saw a little bit today, but talk to people about what they can expect for the football game Friday, you know, the school start Friday night.
Well, first of all tickets are going to be sold through GoFan, and a lot of people are using that. I think you're probably using that as well, aren't you, Chad?
Yes, sir.
It's real exciting. It's the first time we've used it. And I mean, it's going real well. I mean, we can see the ticket sales, you know,
instantaneously. That's right.
Right. You know, so there's no tickets going to be sold at the stadium. So you have to have your ticket bought mobily. Now, we have only limited seating, so we're only selling 20% of capacity of our stadiums. So, you know, we have that on that app. So it's great that if you go to buy a ticket and it says sold out, you can't get one at the stadium either. So that just means it's sold out. It's unfortunate. But so we're excited about that. When you come into the stadium, we're going to have our health COVID screening, you know, like we do in all our buildings for Chatham County schools. So you're going to have your temperature checked. You're going to have a couple questions asked. If you've had COVID in the last 14 days, been around somebody with COVID is positive in the last 14 days. So when you go through there, then you're going to go into a security screening, okay, a safety screening, which we piloted last year for about 10 games. So you can go through a metal detector, clear bag policy. So you can go through that. Have to have a face mask when you come in. Sounds like a lot of stuff, but it's really going to go smooth. We're excited about it. And once you get in and get seated, ask you to social distance. If you need to take your mask off once you're seated, we're cool with that. We're just going to ask if you get up to go to the restroom or whatever, that you put your face mask on while you're walking around the stadium. So, yeah, I mean, we got some good things in place. And like I said, we met today and walked through some stuff over there at Island Stadium. So, I mean, we're ready to go. And we already got one of our games, I think, already sold out.
Yeah, I know. So I just sent the scan bar to my football coach, Coach Deshaun Fernep. His first official head coaching game. Last year was the interim. So, but anyway, and I called you guys on Monday. We were at 4:40, and by Monday afternoon, all 500 tickets allowed to Islands High School are gone. So,
Right.
I mean, went quicker than I thought, and I'm excited about it. I'll be out there for that first game, and it's great to see, John, the fruition of this program. I mean, I got started back in 2012. I was there for 2012, 2013, and became a high school program, a varsity program in 2014. And last year hit a couple of bumps in the road, but the talent's been good, and the people love their football. The kids love their football, and that's what I want to ask you. I mean, you don't get much chance to interact with the kids anymore because now you're downtown, but you did it for 30-something years over at Windsor Forest High School. What is that going to mean when you see these kids' faces light up Friday night? And we're going to have cheerleaders there too, so it's going to be exciting. What's going to mean to you when you see this?
Well, like you said, I'm not in the schools anymore, so I miss some of that because you don't have the relationships with the kids that I used to have, which I do miss that because I built a lot of great relationships with kids over the past 33 years. But just to see the kids' faces, jumping around, hyped up, excited that, hey man, we're finally getting to come out here on the field. We're finally getting to play a game, and the cheerleaders, in the stands, and it makes you feel good, man. It makes you feel that all this work and all the planning and everything that we've done to try to make this happen, man, it's come to happen. It's come to fruition. And everybody downtown at the district office has been real supportive, and I just appreciate all of them supporting what we're doing and supporting athletics and the kids.
Johnny, talking about kids being super hyped, I can imagine. I got to go there and see the stadium last spring because we were looking at the same lights that you guys got for that, the LEDs. Talk
Right.
about the stadium itself. Talk about, the turf, the lights, what people can expect. I mean, it's going to be a very, the video board, talk about the atmosphere that you guys are able to create for this high school stadium. And then talk about the future plans that you guys have for more stadiums in Chatham County.
Well, it's very technologically above my head. We got other people that are going to be running the video boards and the lights. But I mean, the lights, they can set them and program them. Like when somebody scores a touchdown, they can blink certain ways or go some kind of rotation, and there's all kind of things they can do with the video board. I saw some of the graphics that our young man who's going to be running that for us has on there, and score touchdowns and, have certain things going off. And, so it's crazy some of the different things you can do, have commercials, and for businesses who want to have a commercial out there. And that can bring in revenue for the district. And I mean, the turf field is great. I was out there, I guess, yesterday, right after it stormed, and we had this, lot of rain, and I walked on the turf and it was like nothing. I'm like, this is awesome. I was thinking, well, there might be some puddles. It's awesome surface. It looks nice. The track around there is good. So when they walk in, I mean, they're just gonna see a nice, good-looking facility that's going to be able to be utilized. And we're excited. I mean, obviously, there's a lot more things that can happen in that stadium than I know of. So I'm excited to see what all it can do personally as well.
Well,
Talking about the other stadiums.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to finish up the question. We have two other facilities that are in the works. One over at Savannah High, and then another one at Groves. So we have two other facilities that are being built. So here in a couple years, we'll have three stadiums, which are going to be great and all similar. I mean, obviously you learn things from once you build one to what you can do better or what you might need to do here or there. But so we're excited about the whole process.
And you're watching Wednesday Night Live. It's the Wednesday night edition of Karl DeMasi Sports Report, the coach and the AD. We're talking to the Savannah Chatham County Public School District AD, John Sanders, about, football kicking off for these public school teams on Friday night. So, you've been around this a long time, and, the first concern is always about the kids' health and how we're going to deal with that on Friday night. But you can explain this more because you've been doing this as long as I have. I mean, academics are number one. Athletics and the arts are all big parts of a school's environment. I mean, you saw it so many years of being the athletic director. Football means so much to schools, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a big part of the culture of schools. I mean, you got the kids, they get excited about games, and now that we're having stadiums, I think that makes it That's going to make it more exciting for the kids. But I mean, it just helps out with the culture. And now that, plans are trying to come back for face to face. And once you get those kids and it's basically going to start school for us. I mean, even though they have been in school virtually, I mean, now you're going to have kids going to the stadiums to interact a little more. And I don't know. I can't say enough about it, man.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, John. I mean, one is I understand the undertaking is been for you guys. You guys deal with a totally different sort of circumstances at times than we do in the private schools, and it's been incredible what you guys have managed to do. I try to remind people, it's like, hey, we're one entity, and Chatham County is like 10 or 11 entities. It's a little bit different when we just able to focus on one school, but you guys got to focus on 10, 11 schools. Talk about that as well. Just explain to people, hey, when we're managing this, we're not managing one school. We're having to manage, 10 different athletic directors, 10 different football programs, 10 different softball, volleyball programs. Talk about that a little bit so people just have an understanding of everything that had to go into the planning of this, because you're dealing with so many different groups.
He needs 10 different hotlines.
Well, just to answer your phone calls, Karl. No, but there is a lot that goes into it, because you have so many schools that you're dealing with, and each school is different. Each school's makeup is different. I mean, like some schools are, real strong in basketball, and others are real strong in football, and others are real strong in softball or soccer. So, just to be able to manage and make it, you have to make it fair for everybody. You can't say, okay, well, we're going to make it fair for this school, but then how that's going to affect this school. If we do soccer this way, how's it going to affect Islands, and how's it going to affect maybe Beach or Groves or Windsor? So you got to make things fair for the whole group. If you only have one school, then, each AD is worried about their school and how they manage things at their school. So they come to me and say, well, John, we need this because of this, that, and the other. And another school said, well, we can't do that because of, our makeup or whatever the case may be. So just trying to manage and make it fair and equitable for everybody is really one of the things that is difficult to do. But, with the group I got in my office up there and all our ADs, I mean, at the end of the day, they want what's best for their kids, which I get. I was the same way when I was at Windsor, but they also understand the concept that we have to do what's best for all the kids in the district. So, and that's good to have that group of guys and girls who understand that and work well together.
Well, it's always a pleasure, John, talking to you about our kids and the kids in Savannah in general, because there we go. They're beeping the horn, John, so we got to beep back, okay?
I got you. I understand.
And, people don't realize that you wear another hat and you see all the kids, public and private, during the summers through Savannah Junior Golf. And this means so much to all the kids in the community. So once again, my hat's off to you. And like I've told you, and I'll tell everybody who's watching or is listening, you know what? In this uncommon year, you guys are trying to make something common. And people, they should be blessed that we're able to kick off football Friday night. We've been able to do volleyball, cross country, and softball. So once again, keep it going, and look forward to seeing you over at the new Islands Stadium. Not Islands High School Stadium, the new Island Stadium.
Yeah, well, we'll see you over there this weekend, I'm sure.
I'll be there.
All right. Hey, great job, John. I know it's a lot, man. So great job. I know you guys are super excited about getting football started. So great job getting that done.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all guys for having me.
Now take the tie off and relax like you're a gym teacher.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Talk to you later, John.
All right. Have a good one.
I mean, like you said, he's dealing with 11, 12 high schools. I don't know how many middle schools, how many elementary schools.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about middle school. I mean, when you throw that into the mix as well. And it's been tough for middle schools because,
definitely.
Kids want to play as well. But, we talk about this all the time. Hey, high schools is where it kind of got to start. That's got to be the people, because those are the ones closest to graduation from that standpoint. And it is. You're dealing with 11 different entities. And I think about, we talk about, hey, we're dealing with all of our programs at our school as ADs.
Right.
We're dealing with 15, 20 different personalities of our head coaches and programs. Imagine multiplying that by, 100, because he's dealing with, hey, every AD and then all the coaches under them, all have different personalities of how they want, and they all want their program to be the best. And so everybody's pulling at the strings for everything.
And then you got to go to the whole picture. You're talking 38,000 students in Savannah Chatham County Public Schools. Dr. Ann Levette, born here, lived here, loves this place, came back. Her family, big athletic family. Lucius Levette, the old referee.
Oh, yeah.
I met him when I got here in 95, and he put me in my place right away. And, so she's not just thinking about one school or one area. She's got to think about 38,000 students, and that's their main concern right now. But, but I'll always say 3 A's in education: academia, athletics, and arts are what makes the school function. And, you know it in your school. What you guys are doing over there, it's pretty special. And, just to see Friday night lights get turned on, especially at a new stadium.
Oh, man. That is super exciting. If I was a kid walking in there, Friday night, because the first game is Allen Jenkins, right? Is that right?
The first game at the stadium will be Johnson against Groves.
Johnson and Groves.
Because of the rivalry and the intensity and the amount of people that are going to be at the game, they got to play that Memorial Stadium because that stadium won't hold the people that they can.
So that game's going to be when?
That'll be Friday night at Memorial Stadium. But I'll ride by that stadium first.
Oh, yeah. You got to go ride by there and see the Sharks get it on there.
Get the shark fins up and let's go at it. So, once again, Friday night, we'll give you the whole slate of games in a couple of minutes. But got to talk about this. Lawrence, you listening to this? We are adding a new show to the Coach's Corner Sports Network. It's a podcast. It's called Hot Grits Podcast. Hot Grits Podcast. Hey, what better way? We're starting breakfast here. Let's have some hot grits. Okay. Travis Jordan, sports reporter here in Savannah Country Day grad. Stephen Maddox, his partner. They'll be doing a podcast every week. And Coach's Corner, the Coach's Corner Sports Network, is his main sponsor.
Hey, listen, John Harrison, these guys, it is all sports all the time. So we got NASCAR, we got high school sports. Now we got a great podcast. I listen to those guys as well.
Hey, and two young guys. They're younger than me and Dan, and even Brandon.
Younger than me too.
So even Lawrence. So
that's right. Come on in. We just adding to this network that we have growing here at Coach's Corner.
Give that.
We'll give a horn there, man.
There we go.
Got it. We'll give them another horn, man.
And the 29th episode, they've already done 28. The 29th episode is up tonight. You can go check it out. Check it out at subscribe to Apple Podcast, iTunes, or Spotify, or wherever you listen to a podcast. You probably can listen to the Hot Grits Podcast, another show coming into the fold, not Dan Folds, coming into the fold of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, man. It's just, podcast is a great way to get your message out there. And two young people loving talking. You listen to them, they just love talking sports. Mm-hmm. They're passionate about the topics they get into, and they're going to tell you their opinion.
Oh, yeah,
and that's the great thing about
podcasts. That's
what podcast is about. Is just laying your opinion out there. Hey, people like it. They go listen to it. Even if they don't agree with you, they go listen to it probably even more. So
once again, Hot Grits Podcast. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on YouTube. Now you can find it on. Help me out here, because
so iTunes, Apple, and Spotify, or pretty much anywhere where you get your podcast. It's probably on Pandora as well. So
go check it out. Travis Jordan does a great job for me, helping me out with the new Prep Sports Report website. He'll have his insight to the football games going on Friday night, tomorrow morning on the Prep Sports Report website. All right, so let's talk a little about first of all, we're at Coach's Corner, and if you know John Henderson, there's no other team in the world that this man roots for than the Atlanta Braves. We got the Tomahawk doing the Tomahawk chop out front. We got the TEEPEE up here. How many years has he been doing this? Hey, Lawrence, how many years have you been doing this?
John been doing this?
91.
Since 1991, he's been doing a TEEPEE?
On CNN. When you could trust him back then. CNN.
Came out and did a show on it?
National, oh yeah.
1991.
From Atlanta.
Wow.
Wow. So since 1991, John Harrison started here at Coach's Corner.
The Braves
CNN
TEEPEE
came down, did a thing on it, and here we are 20 plus years later, and we got the TEEPEE right here. We got the mechanical Tomahawk going. All right, I love the fact this.
Hey, you want to have lunch tomorrow? 12 o'clock, the Braves will take on the Reds again. They went 13 innings today.
13
They beat them 1-0. The bullpen was exceptional. I mean, you got to give Mr. Frieda a lot of credit too. He took them to the 7th inning, and the bullpen took them the next. I mean, they were on the ropes a couple of times.
Yeah, they were. Minder came in, loaded, bases loaded, and got out of it. They had the big lineup coming in, and Freddie Freeman once again
comes through.
MVP.
Well, you see now it's M Free P.
That's right, M Free. Give the man the trophy. Okay?
He deserves it.
I don't care if it's 60 games or whatever. Give him the trophy because what they've been through, and him going to everybody out around him. Him Ozuna have just been rocks in that lineup, day in, day out.
All right, volleyball. I mean, Savannah Christian. Chad got to see it last night. They have won 22 straight matches. They've started the season out 2-0. They lost to Hebron. Is that how I say it?
Hebron, yeah.
Hebron Christian.
Yep.
They lost them. And since then, they've gone 22 straight without a loss. So Julie Jones over there, you took them 2 games?
No, we jumped out early last night. I thought we were playing really good. We jumped out, I think, to like a 9-2 lead, and they just chipped away and chipped away. The next thing I look up, we're down like 18-15. I'm like, what just happened? But they're a very cohesive unit. I was talking to Hannah this morning. They get to every ball. That ball does not hit the floor, and they block much better than what people look at and they do. They just do a great job blocking. And so, yeah, they're on fire. They'll be there. It's going to be interesting. How's the state playoffs progress?
Right.
They'll be right in that mix.
And Savannah Arts Academy, 10-0. Got to give them credit. I know they're just playing Chatham County Public Schools, but when you start off 10-0, they're doing something right over there on Washington Avenue. Lauren Lord, Karin Best are the coaches, and I went there to watch them against Islands. They came out. First game, they took control. Second game, they stayed ahead of Islands. So they got another matchup Tuesday night against Islands too. So that should be a good one at the Shark Tank. That's the gym at Islands High School.
Nice.
Havisham, the Havisham School, playing against Savannah Christian, playing Calvary, playing Islands. No, we can't play them. They're not playing Islands, but they're playing Hilton.
Christian, like us, Christian, Country Day, St. Vincent's.
Hilton Head Prep, Hilton Head Christian.
Yep.
And they got like a 15-7 record, but outside playing those top GHSA schools and SCCPS schools, they're 8-0. They're 4-0 in region play. So Susan Berry over there doing a great job, and Jordan Christie signed to go play at Georgia Southern. So I mean, they got some talent.
And she talked about the way we're gonna get better is to play the better teams. And so she's gone out. She's played all the private schools here. Obviously can't play the public schools yet, but she's played all the private schools. And so she'll tell you that's making her team better, and they'll be on another run for another Geese State championship.
Savannah, not Savannah Christian. Who am I thinking about now? Softball. Bryan County, 17-2. South Effingham, 12-2. Effingham, 12. I think 13-3. They're all ranked in the rankings here in the state of Georgia, and I know people love to look at the rankings, and so do I.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, Jason Roundtree out there, that Bryan County squad, very young, but they're winning.
Yeah, they're getting it done. We had him on a couple weeks ago, and he just said, listen, I'm fortunate got these group of girls. They're passionate. They're easy to coach. They get out. They do extra work on the weekends, and that's what it takes. And I'm, to be at that level and continue that level, because believe it or not, I mean, it's on the fall for volleyball and softball really have, less than a month.
Less than a month
and
ago.
So softball ends, once again, they'll go down in Columbus.
Right.
That's usually last week in October. November for cross country ends, in Carrollton, first weekend in November. I think it's the 7th this year. And then same thing with volleyball. It's usually, so really there's a month left in the fall seasons. And Carl, man, just in a couple of weeks, you're going to be getting those round balls out.
Yes, the end of the month, we start bringing the basketballs out. I'll return to the sideline after 2 years of not coaching, so it should be a lot of fun.
Are you going to use an electronic whistle?
No. No electronic whistle.
The NFL went back to regular whistle.
Okay, hold your ears. You going to hold your ears? That's all I got to do.
You don't need a whistle.
That's all I got to do.
It's like this.
There you go.
Carl whistling like this.
We're in the pack, Jim, and I blow that whistle. The kids know who's doing it, so they know what to look over and see what I got to do.
But isn't it amazing, though, to think
quick.
that winter sports are getting ready to kick going here in a couple weeks? That's unbelievable,
It should be a lot of fun. All right, here's this week's football schedule. Friday Night Lights. Okay, Howard comes into play at Effingham County. Northside Warner Robins goes up to the Hill, takes on Richmond Hill. Benedictine travels to Wayne County, the Yellow Jackets. Hey, this is game 4 on the road for the cadets, okay?
Yep.
Groves at Johnson, they're christening the brand new Island Stadium, okay?
Yep.
Savannah County Public Schools Island Stadium, okay? Islands goes over to place Jenkins. 1,000 tickets already sold. Nobody's going to be allowed to get in. Big game right there Friday night, Memorial Stadium. Windsor plays, this game was moved to Saturday, so that's not a Friday night game. I'll come back. McIntosh County goes to Bryan County. First Presbyterian comes in, takes you on. What's First Presbyterian against Calvary?
They're solid. They Aquinas got by them last week, but it was a neck and neck game, back and forth. They're solid. They might come out and run triple options, like North Cobb, but I don't see it. They spread it around a little bit, run some counter trade underneath. They'll throw it out of a tight set. They like a little tight end wiggle.
Nice.
So they want to hit you on the big play. They suck you in, then try to hit you over the top. That's what they did against Aquinas.
Okay, and then we got Savannah Christian goes to Deerfield, Windsor.
Go to Albany.
In Albany. That's
Albany.
That's a 5-hour ride, isn't it?
That's 4.5. That's a long way.
On a bus, it's only 4.5.
About 4.5.
Okay.
If you're moving.
All right,
Savannah charge too.
Savannah Country Day is at Tatnall Square. That's pretty good distance too, isn't it?
Yes, Macon.
Yep. Okay, Bethesda is at Carlton Prep, and this game was not on the schedule. Both these teams lost the games, so they're going to play Friday out on Wilmington Island on the Marsh. It's a rivalry. It's probably one of the biggest rivalries in the small schools here. Memorial Day School, the Matadors, take on the Lions at St. Andrews. Saturday night at Islands Stadium.
Yep.
Okay, because it's right over my shoulder. Okay. Beach takes on Savannah High. The kickoff time is 6 o'clock. And over at Memorial Stadium, okay, New Hampstead comes in and takes on Windsor Forest. That was supposed to be Friday night, but they had to move it to Saturday night due to some commitment to the Pooler Stadium. So that's what we got on tap for Friday night, Saturday Night Lights. Don't forget, the oldest rivalry game in college football happens Saturday night. The Dogs. Now, are they the War Eagles? Or are they the Tigers?
They were the Tigers first, and the War Eagle came after, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I read that right.
See, that's what I'm glad about Memorial Day School. They went back to the Matadors. For a while there, they were the Blue Thunder on the football field.
Yeah.
And then they were the Matadors for everything else. You're the Matadors.
You're
the Tigers.
Yeah.
So what are you changing it for?
I mean, I like the War Eagle story. It's cool. It's a neat story. But, But you're right though. Don't they during their chant they do War Eagle?
They do War Eagle.
I don't, man. Pick an animal.
I think Auburn's confused.
Pick an animal. Go for it. All right. Like, what do you got to have two of them?
All right. Anything else on tap we got to talk about?
Nah, man. It's exciting. I'm excited for John Sanders and all you guys in the public school to get after it. I know. Listen, I mean, the kids have been going and they've been waiting for this moment for so long. So I'm so excited. The parents, the student athletes, he said cheerleaders as well.
Yes.
And so are there going to be any bands?
No bands.
No bands. But you got cheerleaders. All right. So cheerleaders, football players, coaches, parents. Hey, you got to have some fans. Hey, listen, like I told our coaches this morning, we get to do this. Okay. So you get football, you get that back. You're going to feel some normalcy. I promise you. You walk out there Friday night. Yeah, you're going to feel some normalcy Friday night. I promise you, and Saturday for the other team. So, man, congratulations for going to kick off the season.
All right, so a couple announcements here from the Coaches Corner Sports Network, okay? Just announced we have a new podcast show called Hot Grits Podcast. Travis Jordan and Spencer Maddox,
Calvary grad.
Spencer Maddox, Calvary grad.
Country Day grad. Two of them come together.
Hornets and Cavaliers. Okay, Hot Grids Podcast, Apple phone, iTunes, Spotify, anything, or wherever you can find your podcast.
Wherever you find your podcast.
The 29th episode is running tonight, and it's all part of the Coaches Corner Sports Network now. All right, don't forget, the TEEPEE's up, okay? The TEEPEE is for Becker Spear, okay? John and Adele are kicking off their fundraiser as they do every year when the Braves make the playoffs. This is for Becker Spear. Waitress here had a stroke, very young, so they're trying to raise $30,000. That's their goal. So come on by, donate money to the kitty, help Becca Spear out. And once again, we're up here at the TEEPEE.
Yeah, this is incredible. We're up here. And also, if you, like Carl said earlier, if you missed it, you can go back on Coach's Corner Facebook and see it. Johnny Henderson is one cutting his hair or letting Lawrence Bennett shave his head. He got it up to here today. He looks like a little bit Joe Dirte. Looks a little bit like Joe Dirt. So they shaved it up to here. And the more money he put out there on Facebook challenges people. More money you give, the higher that's going to go.
Till it's all gone?
He's going to give him, no, he's going to a straight
gonna leave-
mohawk.
he's gonna leave
so he'll have a
mohawk? How
mohawk
about you?
with all this other stuff going.
Can you get away at home with a mohawk?
I probably could. I mean, if someone really I tell you what, if someone wanted to give $1,000,
I'll shave my head too.
yeah, if someone wants to give $1,000, I'll get a mohawk. But I want to see the check, and you're going to say, chat, I'm donating $1,000 so I can see, and I'll shave it right here live on our show on Wednesday night. If someone wants to give $1,000 for this cause, for Becca, then you bring in the check, give it to John Harrison, say, hey, this is for Chad Griffin to shave his head live on your show. We will do it. But I'm bringing my own barber, though.
And I'm going to match him. I'll shave it all off. Okay, I can't do a tomahawk because there's nothing left.
I got a little bit hair up top.
You know,
I will do a mohawk straight like this
somehow
all the way down. All right, someone wants to give $1,000, we'll do it. But I'm bringing my own barber though.
Since I can't get a mohawk, I'll do it for $500. I'll let you shave my head for $500. Okay,
there you go.
It's going to a good cause. Becca, raise for Becca. The TP's up here, and we're not going to be up here Saturday morning. There's no way the coach is going to be up here Saturday morning because you know what, John Henderson, the guy's amazing. The guy's amazing. Yeah, he's in business, but the guy's amazing. We have breakfast at Coach's now. I'm not coming up here Saturday. I'm going to stay at that table.
Hey, listen.
Hey, give me some ham. Give me some ham and eggs.
Yes. I saw country ham on the menu. Give me a country ham biscuit with some cheese on it and some home fried potatoes and a sweet tea. That's Southern breakfast.
No,
Yeah,
we're
man.
still going live. We're almost done.
Come on, shaving our head for Becca. Put more challenges out there.
So, once again, we got to get out of here. But once again, remember, brace for Becca. We'll shave our head. I'll shave my head for $500. He'll do it for $1,000. Okay.
Straight mohawk in here.
We'll do it right on the show next Wednesday night. You come in, bring a check. Say this is $500 for Coach to shave his head. $1,000 for the AD to get a mohawk. We'll do it for you. Saturday morning, breakfast at Coach's. All right. So I hope they have breakfast on for Saturday.
Well, we're going to find out.
If not, we might be up here.
Yeah. Or we get breakfast and come up here.
No, we could do that too.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, breakfast. I know it's Monday through Friday. Starts at 6 o'clock. Come on in. And this is the story behind it. Larry's Restaurant. Iconic restaurant. 70 years in Savannah. Larry Coyne, I think it was his name.
Yeah.
His family owned that restaurant, serving breakfast and lunch. Closed down due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So John Henderson has taken the whole crew from Larry's Restaurant, brought them over here, opened the doors in the morning for breakfast at Coach's.
I tell you, that man has a heart. Him and Adele have a heart of gold. There's nobody that comes in with a want that they don't try to help. And so once again, hey, big one to Coach's Corner there. And lastly, hey, we got to thank Rubbin and Grubbin, the show before us. Our great producer,
Larry Bennett,
leaves the light on for us.
Are we supposed to call him Larry or Lawrence?
Lawrence. He leaves the light on for us. But Rubbin and Grubbin, Brandon Baines and Dan Folds, they are excitement. And I'm telling you, whatever Brandon Bain picks, that's who you go with it. He's better than Vegas right now. All right, he's got it going.
All right, remember Wednesday nights in the Soundgarden, we got Pub Star Trivia. There's no Nashville Thursday night. Friday night, okay.
Petty Hearts.
Petty Hearts.
National Tom Petty. So Friday night here, National Group Tom Petty Tribute Show. The guys are awesome. They perform all of Petty's hits, including deep cuts from the Petty catalog. Hurry and get your tickets before they're sell out. Big, you are coming to the show, right? Tom Petty fan, I guess. So
the purple
Saturday.
What was it? Purple Experience Friday night was a blast.
Oh yeah. So Saturday, no live music, but catch the college football games.
The Dogs against the Tigers. Ho, ho, ho. The War Eagles.
Go War Eagles.
So
go Tigers.
Don't forget, we have NFL, we have MLB, we have NBA. NHL's over. Tampa Bay Lightning won the cup. Lord Stanley's going back to Florida. And, of course, don't forget, NASCAR.
Yeah, hey, Sunday's Savannah Songwriter Series is back for their second to last show until winter break. Join Tom Cooler as he welcomes Austin Neal, Lauren McLeod, and Michael Tracy. These guys are super talented. You'll love the original songs and stories behind them. There you go.
So, as we got to get out of here, we got to thank our sponsor, Coach's Corner Sports Network, for making this show happen every week, every Wednesday night, every Saturday night. The coach and AD are here. Remember, breakfast at Coach's now, 6 o'clock to whenever at night. Come in and get some good grub. And remember, every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock right here. Well, right now we're at the TEEPEE.
TP.
So,
Chopping it.
Chopping
Go
it.
Bravos. 13 innings a day. Great job.
Ian,
He'll shave his head for 500, 1,000 to take this off. All right, do it for Becca. Let's
12
go.
o'clock, come for lunch and watch the Braves game. Ian Anderson will be on the mound. So hopefully this has been your best week ever. And remember, whatever you may be doing, always hit it at the park. And we'll see you on Saturday morning for the Coach and AD right here for some
Breakfast at Coaches.
Remember, what are we supposed to do?
We're supposed to mask up.
Hold it. I got to find mine.
Got mask up. And
I can't find mine, Coach.
There's some hand sanitizer.
There it is. Mask up.
There's some mask up. And here's some hand sanitizer. We don't get a spray, but we'll take it. We'll give you some hand sanitizer right there.
That's good.
And I'll get some hand sanitizer right there. All right.
Hey, if I have to shave my head, I'll get that sanitized too. So.
I'm so used to doing this. I started like wiping my face and put it in my hair. I don't know. So we're clean.
So remember, God bless. We'll see you
Love
Saturday
you guys.
morning.
Appreciate you.
Once again, go Braves. Hey, just for the fans, I hit the wrong button. This is the ending. This is the out.